guys, welcome to the channel, and this is another wedding venue, part of my wedding venue series. And today we are doing a farmhouse barn wedding, and this is kind of special to me because when I got married, I actually had my wedding at I guess it's not technically a farm, but it was a farmhouse, and they turned a lot of their property into a wedding venue. So yeah, but it was in the middle of nowhere, but it was a beautiful day, and everything for the most part went perfectly, and I absolutely loved it. It was a 50s vintage theme with a travel theme also, because my husband, his dream is to be a pilot one day, and I just love the 50s and 60s. So that's kind of what we themed our wedding around, and it had a little bit of, you know, shabby chic to it since it was at a farmhouse, and we had an outdoor ceremony. So we had our ceremony like underneath a ton of trees, and there was fairy lights everywhere, and lanterns and all kinds of really amazing things. We had a reception in this pavilion type thing. They normally kept their farm equipment in there, but they clear it out for weddings. So it's just really open, and there's a ton of lights in the ceiling. It was just really beautiful, and I loved it. So I kind of referenced my own wedding for this particular build in a few aspects. And I also found this picture of a barn that I absolutely loved. It was a stone barn with like a wooden top half, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I wanted to recreate it a little bit in The Sims, you know, as far as doing the stone and the wood. But otherwise, I think it turned out really, really cute. I don't know if this particular wedding venue would be considered rustic, because there is some vintage elements also in it. I think I have a few Sims in mind that would like this particular venue as, you know, for their wedding. I was having some lighting issues because I did have this room open, but I ended up just closing the room and adding archways, so that way it, you know, could technically be a closed off room, so it would have better lighting. So yeah. So this door on the side of the barn is kind of like the bridal entrance. So that way, when the bride comes around, nobody sees the bride until they go through the door and down the aisle. So that was kind of the idea for that. So now I'm building the little farmhouse, and I didn't want it to be terribly big or anything because this is a smaller lot. So I just basically wanted the little farmhouse for the bridal suite, like for your bride or groom to get, you know, ready in. And I also have a kitchen in there in case you need to make a cake or for the caterer. But I did include a buffet table in the reception area, so if you don't have a caterer, it's not a big deal. I think this farmhouse turned out really cute too. I didn't raise the porch area, unfortunately. The way The Sims is set up, if you have a foundation on one structure, you'll have it on another, and I really didn't want a foundation on the barn because I thought it would be kind of, I don't know, like awkward, you know, having steps on a barn. So I did enclose the porch, and I have wood on there, so that way there's a difference. But otherwise, there's no steps for the porch, unfortunately. And I did want the barn to look a little bit old, so I put some ivy and some flowers on the barn. So this is the reception area, and I knew I wanted it to be surrounded by little twinkle lights, because it gives a nice glow at night. This place looks so pretty at night. So at the end, you'll see the venue at night and during the day, because I couldn't not show you guys the venue at night. I did end up taking away like 3 of these tables, just because I felt like, you know, you're not going to have that many guests at the wedding. and it was just not enough space for more tables. So I figured, 3 tables would be completely fine, and I have the sweetheart table on the other side of it. And I thought the bar was a good place, had a good place right there, because it's right in front of the dance floor, so you can just, get off the dance floor, get a drink, get some food, because the buffet table is going to be on the right side of the bar. So yeah, I thought that was a good place for it. And in the spirit of the wedding venue that I had my wedding at, I decided to put like a ton of trees everywhere, and I loved the trees with the lanterns, but I don't get to use them very often because, why would you need that in a regular build? So it was a special occasion, and I was really excited. This is inside the farmhouse, and this is just a tiny little kitchen, just all the essentials that you might need. And then upstairs is the bridal suite and a bathroom in case you need it. I wanted to stay really simple inside the farmhouse, nothing too crazy, but I still wanted it to look like a farmhouse, even though it's not really part of anything going on the outside. It was still important to me that it still looked accurate, I guess. And plus, it's just fun, but it's a little cramped on the inside. So if you do need to take out something or something's not working for you, feel free to change it however you like. So I wanted to tell you guys, I really wanted this series to just be a little series, like not too many parts, not too many builds, but I've been getting a ton of requests, and I was like, well, this series is a lot of fun. It's, I think it's needed because there isn't that many wedding venues on the gallery. At least, not that many different types. So I've decided to just make this a full-blown series and do as many parts as I can. So if you guys have any suggestions or anything that you're really wanting for your Sims, please let me know. Because apparently I can't do little series. So this is the bridal suite, and I really wanted to keep it in, a really country vibe, but still kind of bridal looking. So I, had a lot of creams and whites and light woods in here, which I think give that bridal vibe, but it's still kind of country, so. This is the little bathroom in the farmhouse. Nothing too crazy here either, just, a regular tub and shower and a sink and a toilet. It is a lot narrower than I normally do bathrooms, but I kind of liked it because it has the 3 windows and a lot of light gets in there, so it's really nice, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much it of the build. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to tell me your suggestions as to what kind of wedding venues you guys would like to see or have in your game. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see what I can do about it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!